The most powerful woman in the room isn't the loudest. She isn't the one proving a point or fighting to be understood. She's the one who knows when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to walk away. Because a woman who masters her emotions masters the world. Hi guys, I'm Daria and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this is a space where we dive into personal growth, build unshakable confidence, and step into the best version of ourselves. Today we're talking about something truly transformative. How to protect your energy, stand in your power, and turn challenges into strength. If you've ever struggled with overthinking, taking things personally, feeling drained by negativity, or wondering how to stay graceful under pressure, this one's for you. Chapter 1. The Power of a Woman in Control. A woman who can master her emotions can master anything. Think about it. The most powerful people in the world aren't the loudest in the room. They're the ones who move with grace, who respond, not react. They hold the kind of presence that makes people stop, listen, and wonder, how does she do it? You've seen her. The woman who stays calm while others crumble. The one who doesn't flinch when someone tries to provoke her. The one who walks away with her confidence untouched, while others spiral into chaos. That's power. And that kind of power isn't given, it's built. You cannot control the world, but you can control yourself. And when you do that, the world bends to you. Now, let's be honest. How many times have you let someone else's words ruin your day? How many times have you reacted in a way you later regret it? I'm sure most of us have experienced this. And just to clarify, feeling is normal. We're human. Reacting is in our nature. But how you respond to it, that is in your control. Every time you let someone pull you out of your peace, you give them your power. And you were never meant to be at the control of other people's nonsense. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about mastering them. There's a difference between feeling something and letting it control you. When you're reactive, you're predictable, easy to manipulate. But when you're in control, people don't know what moves you'll make next. That unpredictability, that's power. Have you ever noticed how some people wait for you to react, and when they don't get it, they grow frustrated? Because you're not feeding them the reaction they crave. Your silence, your calmness unsettles them. And the true power lies in holding onto your peace, even when others lose theirs. And here's the secret. Emotional mastery is a practice. It's not something you wake up with. It's something you build. It starts with awareness. The next time you feel your emotions rising, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Is this where I want my energy to go? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. So let's talk about what it really means to master your emotions, because once you do, you won't just survive this world, you'll own it. Chapter 2. Elegance is emotional intelligence in disguise. Elegance isn't just about how you dress, it's about how you move through life. And true elegance is the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. The quiet confidence that makes people wonder what you know that they don't. A heavenly woman is not a woman who never feels emotions. She's a woman who knows how to hold them with grace. Picture this. You're in a heated argument. Your hands are shaking. Your heart is racing. You could lash out, say something sharp, something cruel. But instead, you take a breath, you pause, and in that pause, you take back control. You decide how this moment ends. Do you let it define you, or do you rise above it? That's elegance. Not silence, not suppression, but power and self-control. And here's the thing, people feel it. When you're emotionally intelligent, you don't need to prove yourself. Your presence alone speaks volumes. People may not always remember what you said, but they'll remember how they felt around you. Your energy stays with them. Make sure it speaks of grace, not chaos. Elegance is also about boundaries. It's knowing when to walk away from people and situations that threaten your peace. It's about valuing yourself enough to refuse to engage in anything beneath you. A queen does not argue with negative people. She does not stop to defend herself against nonsense. She moves with quiet confidence, knowing that her energy is precious. And when you hold yourself to that standard, the world rises to meet you. Emotions aren't the problem. Losing yourself in them is. We're not weak for feeling deeply. We're strong because we don't let those feelings control us. A woman who understands this doesn't suppress her emotions. She channels them. She feels everything, but she chooses what deserves her reaction. That is power. A woman in control of her emotions is a woman in control of her world. So when you feel yourself being pulled into drama, when you feel the urge to react, pause, take a breath, think, does this deserve my energy? Is this worth disturbing my peace? Most of the time the answer is no. And that simple act of choosing calm over chaos is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. So how do you build this kind of power? Let's get into it. Chapter 3. The art of not taking things personally. People will test you. They'll project their insecurities onto you. They will try to shake you. But you don't have to take the trap, because the moment you stop letting people's opinions define you, you become untouchable. Their words are not your truth. Their opinions is not your mirror. Imagine a woman at a grand gala, poised and graceful. As she walks through the room, whispers follow, some admiring, some envious, some harsh. Another woman might hesitate, adjusting herself to please the crowd. But she simply lifts her chin, gently smiles, and continues walking as if the noise doesn't exist. She knows something most don't. The opinions of others only have the power if you give them the weight. At first, you might wonder, doesn't she hear them? Doesn't she care? But the truth is, she understands something profound. What people say about you says more about them than it will ever about you. A confident woman knows this. She doesn't crumble under judgment. She filters it. She takes what's useful and discards the rest like yesterday's gossip. She understands that someone else's bitterness is not her burden to carry. Let's be real. How many times have you let one rude comment ruin your mood? How many times has a passing remark stayed in your mind for days, replaying like a bad song? Now ask yourself, was it really about you, or was it about them? Most of the time, the answer is obvious. A secure, happy person doesn't go around tearing others down. People criticize what they don't understand. They mock what intimidates them. They belittle what they secretly envy. So the next time someone tries to break you down, pause, look at them, really look at them, and ask yourself, does this person's opinion even matter? Is this coming from wisdom or from wounds? And then decide whether it's worth your energy. There's a reason the most powerful people in the world don't react to every opinion thrown their way. They know that confidence isn't about proving people wrong. It's about knowing they were never right in the first place. When you stop internalizing other people's negativity, you become a force. Your presence changes, your energy shifts. You move differently, gracefully, effortlessly. People sense it. And the best part, the more unshakable you become, the more those who once tested you start to respect you. Now let's talk about something even more powerful, choosing your battles wisely, because not everything deserves your attention. And the true art of emotional mastery is knowing when to engage and when to walk away. Chapter 4. The Strength of Strategic Silence. Not everything needs a reaction. Not everyone deserves your energy. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Silence is a weakness. It's emotional discipline. Imagine a queen sitting on her throne. Someone is standing before her, voice raised, desperate to provoke her. The room watches, waiting for her response. Does she lash out? Raise her voice? No. She simply sits. She listens. She observes. And then, with one calm sentence, perhaps just a look, she shuts it all down. That's the energy we're going for. A woman in control does not engage in every battle. She doesn't waste her breath explaining herself to people who are committed to misunderstanding her. She does not defend her worth to those who refuse to see it. She knows her energy is a precious resource, and she spends it wisely. Let's be honest. Have you ever exhausted yourself arguing with someone who was never going to see your point? Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, frustrated, knowing deep down that your words were wasted? Exactly. There's a reason the most powerful people in the world are often the quietest in the room. They understand that words, when used carelessly, lose their value, but when chosen with intention, when paired with calmness, they hold immeasurable weight. Strategic silence isn't just about self-control, it's about power. It's the pause before a response that makes the other person question themselves. It's the quiet confidence that unsettles those who seek chaos. It's knowing that you don't have to explain, argue, or justify. because your presence alone is enough. When you master your silence, you master how others see you. People start to wonder what you're thinking. They hesitate before challenging you. They respect the fact that you do not waste words. So the next time someone tries to pull you into drama, pause, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will responding add to my peace or take from it? If the answer is no, walk away, not out of defeat, but out of power, because the most powerful response isn't always loud. Sometimes it's simply refusing to engage. Now let's end with the final, most important lesson, the power of emotional transformation, because the highest level of mastery isn't just about controlling your emotions, it's turning them into strength. Chapter 5. Turning Pain into Power. Every woman faces moments that shape her, challenges, changes, uncertainties. Some test her patience, while others test her strength. They push her to grow in ways she never expected. They shift her perspective, sometimes gradually, sometimes all at once. But the women who rise, they don't just go through these moments, they grow through them. You can let pain break you, or you can let it build you. It's in your hands. Pain is energy, and energy can be transformed. It can shatter you, or it can shape you into something stronger. The choice is yours. Think of the most powerful woman in history. Do you think they were free from struggle? No. They were tested, they were doubted, they were underestimated, they were pushed to their limits, but they refused to let their hardships define them. Instead, they turned wounds into wisdom, sadness into drive, pain into purpose. It's easy to let pain turn you closed off, to stop trusting, to shrink, to stop believing in good things because life has shown you its worst. But true power is choosing to expand, to keep going, to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. When someone lets you down, let it refine your instincts, not harden your heart. When you face disappointment, let it sharpen your focus, not steal your hope. When life knocks you down, let it teach you how to rise, not how to surrender. Because pain itself is not the enemy. Staying stuck in it is. The truth is, pain is a crossroad. It can be the thing that holds you back, or the fire that pushes you forward. There's a version of you, one that has already overcome every obstacle, one who has learned from every mistake, one who's standing taller than ever. She exists, she's waiting, and she's built from the lessons your struggles are trying to teach you. So don't resist the process. Feel everything, but don't stay there. Use it. Because a woman who can master her emotions masters her life, and a woman who masters her life becomes unstoppable. Step forward with strength. The best version of you is waiting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video inspired you, uplifted you, or gave you something to think about, made you move forward with grace, carry wisdom in your heart, and let your light shine. Till next time.